السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. ازيكم اخواتي ومتابعيني في كل مكان في الوطن العربي. كل الحب والاحترام والتقدير للمجتمع الجزائري، الشعب الجزائري العظيم، رئيس الجزائر المحترم. كل الحب والاحترام والتقدير لكل اخواتنا واشقائنا في العالم العربي. النهارده عندنا موضوع مهم جدا. طبعا بنتكلم عن الجزائر كقارة كبيرة ليها ولايات متعددة وكتير جدا، الله اكبر ما شاء الله تبارك الرحمن، من 48 ولاية ل 58 ولاية، اكبر مساحة موجودة تقريبا في منطقة شمال أفريقيا. بنتكلم عن دولة عظيمة ليها مواقف متعددة سياسية وعسكرية واجتماعية وثقافية، وكمان حتى التراث اللي موجود داخل دولة الجزائر أو قارة الجزائر العظيمة الشقيقة. النهاردة عندنا موضوع مهم جدا شيق جدا، انتوا ما شفتوهوش، هنشوفه مع بعض دلوقتي. ولكن قبل ما نبتدي أتمنى من حضراتكم نبتدي نشترك في القناة ونفعل الجرس وندوس زرار الكل عشان يوصلك مننا إشعارات، واوعى ننسى اللايك ونعمل مشاركة لكل حبايبنا واصحابنا على كل مواقع التواصل الاجتماعي علشان دايما نكون معاكم. وتعالوا نسمع تفاصيل الحكاية.
About welcoming and to be genuinely happy to help. And you know what they say, people can't make or break the place. Not only were the people friendly, but Tangier is also a very beautiful city. So I decided to give it 2 days. And my only regret is that I wish I stayed longer. As we were landing, I was a bit worried about the weather. I thought it was going to rain, and I was coming from Brussels that had been raining for 2 days in a row. And I just wanted to see some sun at this point, but once we landed, the sky cleared up. Before this trip, I heard a lot of stories about scammers in Morocco. And I even spoke to a colleague who said he would never visit Morocco again because the locals were too pushy when selling things. So I guess I had this idea that it's going to be really touristy and locals would be trying to sell me things. But this was far from the truth. At least the cities I visited were not like that. Just like most cities in Morocco, Tangier has the old town or the Medina and the newer side of town. I'll start with the newer side of town, then the old town. When I arrived in the newer side of town, I honestly thought, did I even leave Europe? It looks like it can't be any town in Europe. The only thing that reminded me that this was Morocco were the road signs. They are in Arabic. But apart from that, it looks like Europe. Which makes sense since Morocco is very close to Europe and Tangier in particular is very close to Spain. On a ferry from Tangier to the municipality of Tarifa in Spain, the journey is only 1 hour. As I stayed longer in the city, I started to notice other differences, like I didn't see any graffiti. Maybe they have it, but in this area I was in, I didn't see any. I tend to notice a lot of graffiti in big cities in Europe. Another thing I noticed, I didn't see beggars, as in beggars sitting and asking for money. We did get approached though by someone who was asking us to buy him food. He appeared to be under the influence of drugs or alcohol. He asked us to buy him bread in a corner shop or convenience shop. And he saw an opportunity and started taking a lot of things to the point where the shopkeeper asked him to stop. Then the shopkeeper told us that most likely the guy was going to resell the items and buy drugs. So a few things would have been enough. But apart from that, nobody else asked us for anything. Also, this is so underrated. I feel like we don't talk about this enough. I always appreciate how most African cities always have well-maintained plants or grass. I also noticed the same with cities in Malawi, Ethiopia, and Namibia. The traffic was quite heavy when we were going into the city, so I expected to see a lot more people out, but there weren't that many people out. This was on a Monday afternoon, so maybe people were at work. This area was really quiet. I think this is one of the royal residences. I saw some guards outside, or could be soldiers. If anyone from Tangier is watching, please let me know if this is one of the royal residences. In this neighborhood, there are really nice restaurants or cafes like Cafe Hafa.
Shukran.
Thank you. Cafe Halfa has a lot of items on the menu, but we wanted something light because we already had breakfast at this point. I don't remember the name of the order, but it came with a little bread and the priceless view, of course. Almost every cafe or restaurant in Morocco serves mint tea. After Cafe Halfa, we went out to explore a bit more. And apparently from here you should be able to see Gibraltar. I couldn't see anything though. These rock-cut chambers are Phoenician tombs that date back to the 5th and 4th centuries BCE. Basically before Jesus was born. They're believed to be burial sites of Phoenician traders and settlers who had a strong presence in the Mediterranean coast, including North Africa. This site shows that they were here and influenced the history and culture of this region. These tombs are linked to the Phoenician colony of Tingis, which eventually became the city of Tanja. I was surprised the tombs were that accessible. To have that historical or archaeological value in other countries, they probably would have dug up the whole rock and placed it in a museum or would have had some kind of protective glass or something. As we were exploring, we came across another restaurant I couldn't pass up on. I wasn't even hungry, but I just had to try it because I love seafood. I loved everything about this restaurant, starting with the decor, the staff were really nice, and the prices were not that bad either. Since both me and my partner weren't that hungry, we just ordered one seafood platter and some tea. But they always serve everything with bread, which was delicious, and the seafood was also really good. They also served this dessert. I forgot the name of it, but it was really good. The service was also really quick, probably because there weren't that many customers, but it was quick. I came across this plant shop. I wanted to see what was inside, so I went in.
اهلا وسهلا بكل اخواتي وحبايبي، بشكركم جدا، نشكركم بالزاف، نبغوكم بالزاف على كل كلامكم الطيب الجميل، وشكرا لكل واحد كتب رايه بصراحه، لاني دائما وابدا بحب الصراحه حتى لو فيها انتقاد ليا انا شخصيا، علشان ده بيخليني دايما مستمر في النجاح واصر على هذا النجاح. بشكركم جدا، والسلام عليكم ورحمه الله وبركاته.